welcome to West Clermont High School for the Ohio High School battle tonight between the visiting Woods Warriors and the hosting West Clermont Wolves. This is an Eastern Cincinnati Conference battle with Winton Woods coming in of a record of 2-0 and West Clermont coming in at 1-1. This is Ian Liddell here with Ben Quackenbush. Ben, what do you think are the keys for tonight's matchup?
So for West Clermont coming to today's game, their quarterback only made 2 completions. So you should know for Winton Woods keep on the zone on the blitzes and so we know Winton Woods has a good on defense part. So I should say on Winton Woods offensive play they should run the ball more on Kyrie's Clermont defense. Pass the ball more because Michael has a great arm on the offensive side.
Gotcha. Hey, Ben. Hey. Okay. And here we have the kickoff for the West Clermont Wolves. Picked up by Winton Woods on the 15-20, 25-30, and tackled down at the 31-yard line. Winton Woods is going to start here on offense. So, Ben, what were your thoughts there?
So it looks like Winton Woods is pretty good on the running attack part of West Clermont. So that'll be pretty good of West Clermont defense. Who was offensive and try out West Clermont defense and there's no mind for Winton Woods this year. The graduates.
Okay. Very good. Okay. Winton Woods is starting here at quarterback. Hiked, handed off, and taken down by the West Clermont Wolves. That'll be second and approximately 12 yards.
Last game against Lebanon, they came down onto a great
hiked.
A big margin of points down 14-0. But that's how Winton Woods offensive game. They kept on the run.
Okay. Okay. And a run off the side here. Winton Woods, number 1, ran down to the 42-yard line.
That is a great run by Winton Woods once again.
And that run was by Tevion Bowler, who is a senior running back wide receiver.
So you see
here's the replay here, Ben. Out to the edge, nice catch, almost dropped it. A broken tackle and taking it for 15, 20, 30 yards down to the 44-yard line.
So that was a good screen play by Winton Woods offense to fake out West Clermont defense.
Yeah. And quarterback, setting up the quarterback here for Winton Woods is Mikael Wingfield. 1st and 10 on the 46-yard line for the Winton Woods Warriors. In shotgun formation, handed off to number 14, and a nice stop by West Clermont Wolves. That looked about a 4 or 5 yard loss for Jeremiah Anderson, and a beautiful tackle from number 7. Number 7, that was, hold on for a second. That was Kyle Seabaum. So we are now 2nd and 15 yards. Shotgun formation again. Mikael Wingfield calling signals. Handoff. Looks like
3rd down.
We got about a 5-yard gain there. So we're looking at 3rd and probably 12 yards. Here's the replay, Ben. Handoff. And a tackle for 3-4 yards. Okay, we're in 3rd and 12 here from Winton Woods. Once again, the shotgun formation. Leaning back to throw, scampering. Looks like he's going to make the first down. Nice run by Mikael Wingfield. Good job of looking down the field, and that looks like about a 14-yard run. And 1st and 10 for the Winwoods Warriors. Down at approximately the 35-yard line. That was a good read there by the quarterback. Nice run by
Oh, yeah, my mic's off.
Okay. Sounds good. We're having a little bit of mic problems with our color commentary, so Ben will be back with us a little bit later. A beautiful run. The 15 to the 20, 15 down to the 12. Mikel Wingfield once again beating this West Clermont Wolves with his feet. Mikel is a senior quarterback, 6'2", and so far 20, 15 down to the 12. 1st and 10. Mikel Wingfield once again yard line. Now he's under center. Under center this time for Winwoods. In the backfield behind is number 12, Antonio Turner. Handed off, stop short. Looks like no gain on that, so we're probably looking at 2nd and 10 from the 13-yard line. We've got 9-10 here in the first quarter, and Winwoods has done a good job of moving down the field here with basically Mikel Wingfield providing a lot of these yards with his legs.
I'm texting him.
Okay, so we are at 2nd and 9 on the 12-yard line. Back in the shotgun formation again, which has been where most of their plays have been from so far. And a handoff, he takes it, breaks a few tackles, and looks like he's close to a first down. Looks like he's just a little bit short. Third and 2, waiting for the marker there. 3rd and 2 on the 5. So.
Okay.
So once again, under center. Looks like I'm guessing we're going to see a run here.
Yeah, we might see a run.
Or maybe a run. Nope. Well, was going to pitch it. He decides to keep it and in for a touchdown. Great read. Great read by Wingfield on that play. He had a couple options. He decided not to.
That was a great run. Fake by Winton Woods. If they keep that same momentum going onto the field, it'll probably be good for the rest of the game.
So far, the big key for Winwoods is the feet of Wingfield. So far as West Clermont Wolves does not have an answer. I think you were telling us earlier this is not their starting kicker. Their starting kicker is hurt. So let's see how he does here on the extra point. In kickoffs, he was a little bit low on his kicks. Let's see if he can get up. He got up. Perfect. Nice kick. No problem with that one.
So now on West Clermont's offense, they only made 2 completions all year. So that means West Clermont's more of a running team. And there will be no problem with the Woods because you have good run defense.
We'll see. We'll see what West Clermont comes out and does, but I would guess they're probably going to try to establish the run until Winwoods can stop it.
But you know Coach Andre Parker has tricks up his sleeves.
So who do we have down there on the sideline, Ben?
Oh, you see on the screen, that's Coach Donnie Gillespie.
Donnie Gillespie, okay. How long has Donnie been with the team?
About maybe 10 years.
Okay. And how long has the Winwoods coach been head coach?
With Andre Parker?
Yep.
So he started head coaching in 2013, and so he's been doing about 7 years.
Okay.
He was assistant coach during the 2009 state championship game, which they won.
Yep.
And then Coach Parker made one state final appearance back in 2017.
Right.
When he faced Archbishop Hoban out of Akron, Ohio. When it was a 42-14 with Hoban to win.
Okay. Very good. Well, if we look at the stands tonight, Ben, we'll notice when we were looking at a moment ago, and we don't see them right now on the screen, but as you notice, we've only got a certain amount of people here. Ohio Governor DeWine last week or 2 weeks ago said you could have 15% occupancy. So I'm not sure we even have 15% today, but a lot of family and friends.
In some states, there's no high school football, like Kentucky,
Kick,
they don't have football.
Out of the end zone, touchback. Okay, touchback. And West Clermont will take the ball on their, I think it's 20-yard line in high school, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
20-yard line in high school, 25 and 25 in college and NFL.
Right. Yep. So, for West Clermont High School, as we talked a little bit earlier, their starting quarterback, and I'm gonna grab their roster. Starting quarterback is Peyton Bryant. And Peyton Bryant, so far, we talked a little bit earlier, he only has 2 attempted passes, 2 completions this year on 8 throws for a total of 25 yards.
And you see on Winton what's defense, they don't have guys backfield because they know they don't have.
There's a 9-yard run, so right away, strong run for West Clermont High, putting them in 2nd and 1. And I couldn't quite pick out what number was that. Could you? Number 15. 15, which is Jace Hesketh, who is a sophomore running back.
So if it wasn't what's going to stop the defense of offensive scoring, they got to maintain to stop the running game because they know West Clermont's not going to pass.
Right. Yep. Another run. Another strong run, probably another 9 yards and a first down for West Clermont. So West Clermont's offensive line is moving Wintonwood's off the ball.
Yep.
And as a result, if they're getting 2nd and 8, 2nd and 9 all game long, they won't have to throw the ball. The other thing to consider, Ben, is the fact that they don't have a lot of passes. It means their offensive line's probably doing a pretty good job of establishing the running game.
Yeah, but they don't have a pass in your O-line. They see stuff the defensive line mostly.
Yep. Okay, we are on 1st and 10. This time they stopped them. Good stop there. Looks like no gain for West Clermont, so we are in 2nd and 10.
So it looks like Winton Wood found out a little secret of their counter sweep.
Yep.
Just getting them down at the line of scrimmage.
Okay.
It's like a guy injured on the field.
Yeah, we have an injury here on the field for West Clermont. So when we take a moment here while West Clermont player is injured, let's talk a little bit about the differences in the rules this year because of COVID-19. So first of all, how many games are being played?
There will be 6 games in the season, and there will be everyone makes the playoffs.
Yep.
But if they decide to opt out, they can play 4 more games in the season.
Yep.
And once you're eliminated, you can still play the season.
So when is the opt-out date?
That I don't know.
Okay, I think it's September 17th. So they have to know by next Thursday whether or not they intend to play in the playoffs or not.
But Winton Woods, they didn't make the playoffs last year with their star running back, Ryan Williams. But you know, he was a great running back for the past 4 years at Winton Woods offense.
Well, let's
but
consider.
But they didn't make a playoff appearance in who did be LaSalle last game of the season, who won state, who's the reigning D2 state champions.
Yeah. Looks like Xander Kramer is coming off the field, and looks like he's okay. He got off on his own
probably dehydration.
Yep. So anyway, getting back to the playoffs, every team makes the playoffs. They have September 17th to decide whether or not they want to opt in. And they have a 6-game season. And then I think the playoffs themselves actually start in October, and they'll be done by the later part of November, is my understanding.
But as I was saying, they beat LaSalle last season.
Yeah.
But you know, they lost.
2nd and 9, ball's handed off, the double handoff, fake, and it did not fool Winton Woods. Nice read by the defense. They took the second handoff to Preston Hanica, and he was stopped for about a 5-yard loss. So talking about the playoffs, so if you talk about Cincinnati, the football is so strong here that to make the playoffs is not easy. So there's only a couple teams that make it, and when you have the parochial schools like St. X's and Catholic schools, they take a lot of those spots, so there's not a lot of spots left for the public schools.
When you see LaSalle and St. X and all those teams like Wyoming, you see them going too far in the playoffs, like going to state and taking the silverware. Yep,
so we have 3rd and 11 here for West Clermont. He's actually snapped out. Oh, a one-handed catch. Wow, that's worthy of replay. So that's only their 3rd completion of the season. But if we look at the replay here, literally grabbed it with one hand. Watch that reach.
That was a great catch.
Looked like a Tyler Eifert catch right there. When Tyler Eifert was on the field. That's worthy of replay. So that's only.
I see a lot of jump off the end zone.
Well, Eifert's not on the Bengals anymore, but.
Well, you know, you got Joe Burrow, different gaunt right there.
Yep. Okay, so that is a first down. So that is only the 3rd completion of the year for West Clermont, and that's about half of their totals. Got them a first down, 1st and 10, under center. Sweep wide. Looks like he's got the corner. Nice job. 6 yards, but a very nice tackle there by number 6 for Tamarion Crumpley. Read that well and stopped. I mean, he got a 6-yard gain, but it could have been a much larger gain. But he did a nice tackle too.
Winton was getting they're getting 5 yards by the scrimmage, so Winton Wood had lowered the running gain a little bit, and that's keep him out of the end zone.
Yep. 2nd and 4 here for West Clermont. Behind center, I would think it's a good percentage they're going to be running off of this formation. There we go. Sweep again, and he is just short of a first down. I'd say he's about 3rd down and maybe 2 yards short, maybe less than that. So that puts them in 3rd and 2. Again, I would say there's a good chance they might be running the sweep here again, or do you think they'll try to run it up the gut?
I think they might go and keep on the sweep because that's tiring out with the defense a little bit.
So your corner's got to get out there and cut that out. It looks he's close, very close. This might be a measurement.
Probably 4th and 1. I didn't see him get back the chains.
We are 4th down. Yeah, 4th down and maybe
1 yard.
Maybe a yard.
4th and 1. So it looks like
West
going to go for it.
Cross him up and throw the ball? I don't think so. Look how they're lined up.
They're going for it.
They're going for it. Is he quarterback sneak, or is he going to pitch it? Right up the middle, right up the gut. Offensive line, I believe he got it. They pushed him back, but I think he had enough of a surge initially to make a first down. Actually, they gave him a pretty favorable spot. I think they had it either way, but they gave him a little bit more than I thought they had. But either way, I think it was a first down. So let's watch the replay here, Ben. Let's see his forward motion. I can't really tell there.
It looks like a QB sneak by the quarterback.
It didn't look to me like he made it as far as they marked him, but.
Yeah, I did.
But either way, I think he had the first down.
He had it. But he gave him too much yardage, he said like that, yeah.
Hand off to the edge again. Got about 2 or 3 yards there. And what number was that? Let's try to use the monitor here. His shirt is bent up. I can't tell if it's 32 or 22.
It's 22. See on the replay.
Is it 22? Okay. So 22 is Josh Hogan.
And they gave him a 5-yard gain.
So let's look at some of the stats, Ben, for Josh Hogan. I think he's one of the leading rushers in the conference. You have rushing there? We'll take a peek here as we're getting set. We are on 2nd and 5 from the 33-yard line of Winton Warriors. Out to the edge again. And read well. Stopped by number 24 for Winton Warriors. That was Quentin Jenkins Jr., a sophomore back. Nice play. Looks like we got
third and
still about 5 or 6, I think. No gain, yeah. So they're starting to stop that sweep wide.
That one was no more.
Marking him 3rd and 2, but he's not 3rd and 2, he's 3rd and 5. Timeout by West Clermont, deciding which way they're going to run the ball.
They got to figure out how to pass because that running game won't last for long. The yards won't last because Winton was to figure them out by Coach Andre Parker. He has a good playbook.
All right. So far we're looking at it. Keys for Winton Woods were what on the first drive? Runs from the QB, correct?
Yes, sir.
With his feet. And if you are the West Clermont team, what's been your keys so far?
They always run the ball, it looks like, but later in the year, the running game won't last for long. You're gonna see some good pass rushes and some good run rushes off the zone.
They were kind of forced to pass the ball in the one situation because they were in 3rd and long, weren't they?
And the receiver didn't know it could come in, so he just put a hand out and got lucky.
Right. All right, let's pull up some of our stats
You
here.
just got to know that they got to press a lot, too.
All right, so we've got a big play coming up here for West Clermont, 3rd and 5. And let's see what we are going to run on this play. What do you think? Think they're going to go wide sweep to the left, or maybe they might flip it up and go right?
I think they went with weaker side on the left-hand side.
Or could they cross it all up and actually throw a pass?
I'm thinking that in the formation, the quarterback thing will be a run. It's a pass.
Passing. Same thing. Same guy again. That's the second catch, I think. I think 45 had the first catch, didn't
Caught
he?
him off of the screen.
He's had twice. So they have matched their season total for completions. Totally messing up our observations earlier.
Yes, sir.
That's worked for them twice, so I got a feeling they're going to go to the well a few more times in this game.
The first two passes have been completions.
So 1st and 10 here for Winton Woods at the 22-yard line. Nice job by the West Clermont quarterback. A couple situations where they had to pass out to the what? It looked like he had him on the corner, but he didn't make the tackle. Looks like they had the edge covered, but they just didn't tackle him. Let's watch the replay here. If you watch the replay, he had him. He just didn't. Rather than try to tackle him, he tried to bump him. He got to the edge.
So we've been seeing a lot of sweeps on the right-hand side of the O-line.
Left-hand side, right? That'd be to the left. So we got 2nd and 1 here for Winton Woods, or I'm sorry, West Clermont. I got to figure this is a definite running down. Counter.
That would be 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a 5-yard run. Good call there from West Clermont Wolves. Moving the ball.
They are pretty good on counters.
They're first and goal on the 8-yard line. The offensive coordinator is doing a good job of mixing it up.
He's doing a great job. A lot of counters that we've been working out for the running back.
Yep.
So if they keep that up, they have a good shot at winning the game.
So we've got 1st and goal here at the 8-yard line for West Clermont, trying to score a touchdown and a conversion to match the game up with 1:18 here in the first quarter. Snap, run up the middle. Got to about the 6-yard line. Looks like he may have fumbled it. And it looks like Winton Woods may have recovered it. Let's see who's got it. Wow.
And it's still West Clermont football.
Let's watch the replay. Let's see if he lost it and see if we can tell from the ground who had it. I'm not sure if they. What was interesting though, it looked like when they got the ball after they broke the scramble, it looked like Winton Woods had the ball.
It did too.
But maybe not. Anyway, we are 2nd down, even though the scoreboard says 1st down. Boy.
If you replay, it was Wood's ball.
You look at the replay, the ball was out. Winton Woods seemed to have possessed the ball, so I'm not sure why they kept possession with West Clermont. And I don't think there's any reviews in high school. Watch. Oh, that was out.
That is Winton Woods football.
Oh, that has to be Winton Woods football.
That is Winton Woods ball.
There's no way West Clermont should have maintained possession on that ball.
There was no way. And the only way you can review in high school football is in the state championship. The only time they can review is in the state final.
Well, they could say they blowed the whistle, but there's no way they would have blown the whistle that fast. That was a missed call. That's unfortunate for Winton Woods because it should be Winton Woods' ball right now.
Yeah.
Might be interesting for an explanation on the ref why they maintained the ball.
Yeah, West Clermont caught a break. They almost lost the ball after a good running game right so far.
Well, when they got out of the pile of men, it looked like Winton Woods had the ball.
It did.
Anyway, 2nd and 7. Let's see if West Clermont can take advantage of a break here or if Winton Woods can tighten up the defense and hold them. Got a seal and right through. Went to the
Touchdown
other
West
side.
Clermont.
Went to the other side, and it's a touchdown. West Clermont took advantage of a break there, got their touchdown, and now is trying to kick the extra point.
Another jet off the Winton Woods defense.
Yeah, they see how they created a seal there.
As you see on the play clock, they always wait for the last 5 seconds to snap the ball.
We've got the extra point here for West Clermont to even this match up with 43 seconds to go in the first quarter. Ball snapped. Ball snapped up, and kick is through. I believe it's through. It's always hard to tell from this angle. So we are 7-7, and nice drive there by West Clermont. They did buy a break on what looked to be an obvious turnover to Winton Woods, but Winton Woods did not get the ball, unfortunately for them, and West Clermont was able to take advantage and even the score up at 7-7.
And on that drive, they ran and only 2 passing receptions
So
out of 2 passing plays.
Yep. So let's look a little bit at individual statistics in the conference so far this year. We've got, for Winton Woods, we've got Tyreek Spikes, who's had 3 touchdowns so far this year. So he's sitting 4th in the conference. We've got Amani Steele, who's had 2 touchdowns. Preston Hanukkah for West Clermont's had 2 touchdowns so far. Marcus Johnson with 1. For Winton Woods, Tareen Macklin with 1. So we have a kickoff here for Winton Woods kicking it off. Score of 7-7. They are kicking it from the old 40-yard kickoff.
And you're looking at
Squib kick, probably trying to take the long run back away from Winton Woods. Because remember we talked a little bit earlier before the game about the fact that they've had the one runner that's had several long kickoff returns.
Yes, sir.
Averaging 60 yards on kickoffs. So I think the squib kick was to take that away.
I think that's why, because, there's a bit more reaction of the West Clermont kicking defense.
Okay, so we have Winton Woods at the 32-yard line. Ball is handed off, a fake snap, and nice. That was a shoestring tackle for West Clermont. If he didn't make that tackle, Ben, I think he was going to go for several yards. Let's look at the replay.
That was a touchdown saving tackle.
Shoestring. He had some yardage. He may or may not have had a touchdown, but he definitely would have had a first down. Have we got another injury on the field for West Clermont? We do. I can't say who that is. Hard to tell from the ground. Yeah, let's see. 14 would be Jeremiah Anderson, wrong team, sorry. Nate Cox, maybe? Looks like he's got Nate Cox. Yep, looks like he's got an ankle problem there. I didn't see what happened. He get caught in the pile or whatever. All right, Winton Woods will take a break here. We've got 2nd and 6 with only 27 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Both teams have been moving the ball up and down the field.
Mm-hmm.
So far, if you're looking at Winton Woods, the thing that has worked best for them is the quarterback's doing a good job of reading what West Clermont is giving him, and he's been beating him with his feet. Ball behind, snapped. Looks like a run out to the edge. Well done. Good run after tackle. First down. That looks like that's about a 15, 16-yard run. Good play call there for Winton Woods. And who was running that ball for Winton Woods, Ben? Was that 22?
Number 14.
14. Jeremiah Anderson. Nice run, extra yards after tackle. So we are here at the end of the first quarter at West Clermont High School with a 7-7 score. Winton Woods with possession. So what do you think, Ben? First quarter.
It looks like both teams are establishing their running game. And that's not a surprise by with Clermont because they've been running the ball most of the season.
But what are one thing that West Clermont's done in this game that they haven't done in their other games?
Passing.
They've executed a couple of tough. One on 3rd and 15, and I think the other one was maybe a 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7. I'm not sure if it was 3rd down on the other one. It might have been 2nd.
And the first
But it
catch
definitely caught them by surprise, especially on the second
first
one.
catch caught everybody surprised. The guy just put his hand down and caught it one-handed.
Well, that was a nice catch.
Late reaction, but still got it.
Yep. All right, so we're 7-7. End of the first quarter. I don't know if we see any stats. We'll maybe see if we got any at halftime. So let's talk a little bit about the city of Cincinnati. In the state rankings, top 20 rankings, Cincinnati actually has 3 teams in the top 7. We've got LaSalle at number 2. We've got St. X at number 4 and Elder at number 7. So another strong year for Cincinnati in football. All right, Winwood's
And the South D2 state reigning champs.
another attempted run by number 22, Jeremiah Anderson. And that time they shut it down. So that was Tariq Spikes, not Jeremiah Anderson. My bad. Another run. So we got 2nd and 11. So far he really hasn't attempted any throws down the field. I wonder at some point if he might want to try to exploit that. Same play, but stopped.
And still 3rd and long.
3rd and 9, they did it. Once again, they stuffed that run up the middle. Counter. Yep. But nice play by number 54 for West Clermont.
So he's getting that yard back.
Yeah, 54 is Howard Bingham, a senior. So we are on 3rd and 10. This is probably either a passing situation or, once again, he might try to read it and get a run. He ran backwards. Went the wrong way and he lost yardage. So he's in 4th and 5. Maybe longer. So this is decision time for Winton Woods. Are you going to throw the ball? Or are you going to or kick it or go for it?
I think it's just all of this yards lost. I think they'll probably pass it by the looks of it.
I don't think he had much where to go anywhere. 54 had him tied up. So we are 4th and 7.
And Michael Wingfield is still on the field.
Looks like they are going to go for it. No.
So if West Clermont stops, then they're in good field position.
Or he might be punting it off of this formation. Is he also their punter? Oh, this is going to be a punt then. A timeout there from Winton Woods. I have a feeling they're going to be doing the same thing, though.
If they stop with Wood on 4th down, they'll still have good field position to try to take the lead.
Isn't he also the punter for him, too? The quarterback?
Yeah, he did do a quick punt.
So that makes it a pretty good option.
Yeah, it does.
Of course, this time he might decide to fake the punt and go for it if he sees there's a spot to run. So if you're West Clermont, you got to be careful for that because they only need 7 yards. If he decides to go for it, it's not the end of the world because they're at the 50-yard line.
On the West Clermont Italian possession touchdown, they got a break because on that fumble Winton was clearly had possession of the last fumble possession.
Yeah. Yep. That was a break, but hey, that's beyond us now. So. Change in strategy here, or do you think he's gonna?
The quarterback's right,
think he's just gonna punt it.
Way outside shotgun, so it looks like it's gonna be a quick punt.
Could be, but if
it might be a fake too. We don't.
he's going to look and see if he's got a place to run. Otherwise, he's punting the ball. I think he's going to punt it.
He's going to punt.
Penalty. That's a flag. Ran into the kicker. Is that a 5-yard? Do they have a 5-yard version? But if it's 5 yards, they might go for it on 4th and 2. I think it was on the kicker.
It might be a
It
first
was a
down
penalty
for
on the
Winton
kicker.
Woods.
Oh, penalty. It was a personal foul or just a 5 yard. So it's not a first down, but it is 4th and 2 now. So that may change what they're doing. If they only have to go 2 yards, they'll probably go for it.
This looks like a good run opportunity if they have the chance to get it.
That's what they're deciding now, whether or not they want to take it or not. I decided to decline it. Well, maybe they were further. How far were they?
Penalty declined.
If they had taken it, would they needed how many yards? Almost a little bit surprised he didn't go for it.
I think how far was Clermont deep in their offensive territory.
I think he liked the position, so I guess he's banking on the fact that Woodward's going to be able to shut down the offense. But they did move the ball on the last drive, so we'll see. So if you're Winton Woods this time, you got to watch for the pass, but they're not leading with the pass.
They're usually a jet
They're
sweep
going to
type
try
of
to
team
run
right now.
first. Look at their setup. There we go. Ball under center. Handed off to 13 to the edge. Let's see if they can cover the edge. That time they did. He doesn't have the speed to get to the edge there. That was 13 running it for West Clermont, Preston Hanukkah. And they covered the edge that time. 44 got out there and shut them down.
And he lost 2 yards on the play, which pinned them to the 10-yard line.
2nd and 12. So we'll have to see what West Clermont does here.
Probably going to be another drip counter.
He's going to try to throw it, but that's a tough position to throw from. He just threw that one away.
Great pass rush by the Winton Woods defense once again.
Yeah, he was having to throw across his body there. There was no way he was going to complete that ball. He just got rid of it.
That's probably why they run the ball a lot.
So if they can hold them here, it was good strategy to take the punt. Because now they've got them deep in their side of the field.
And hopefully a block for going to what special teams.
Might be looking for number 45 maybe to get the ball. He's got both catches so far. I don't even know if I see him on the field. Is he? Looks like a timeout there by West Clermont deciding what they want to do here.
And they burned their last timeout.
Yeah, they've already used all 3 timeouts. That's interesting. I can't remember what they used the other two injuries for. Yeah, Mr. Payton was just getting rid of that one. Oh. So the 2 prior timeouts were because West Clermont took too long to get to the line of scrimmage, so they had to call a timeout or take a 5-yard penalty.
And they usually, when they touch the ball, usually like 4 seconds left on the play clock. They have to figure out what the Winton Woods defense.
So is that on the coaches not getting the play to the players in time? That they're having to burn timeouts? Not as important in the first half as the second half.
And if West Clermont has to keep passing the ball on the play, they got to figure out what's pass rush.
So, they're going to be running the ball or passing the ball here?
With all the yards, I think they might.
Fumble. Touchdown. Wow. Big play by the Winton Woods defense. I couldn't tell if they ripped it out of his hands or if he just lost it. So let's watch the replay here. Oh, they tried to get sneaky. See what they did?
Who's number 11?
I couldn't tell. Couldn't tell on the replay, yeah. Yeah, I can tell what they were doing. They tried to do that play earlier on where one tried to hand it to the other one. It was a fake handoff. Got a little bit too sneaky down there, resulting in a touchdown for Winton Woods.
I can see why Winton Woods declined the penalty now. If they pin them deep, 3rd down and 12 when they just take the ball right through it.
in hindsight, it looks brilliant. So we've got to see if we've got a good kick from before.
Coach Parker
Good
has it.
snap up in the air again, and he kicked it right inside the left upright.
So it looks like Coach Parker
So he
has
got
it.
good height, a little bit closer that time, but not bad for the backup kicker, huh?
Yep. Coach Parker has a couple tricks off his sleeves during the timeout.
Did it go through or didn't it? They still got it at 14. There we go. I thought it went inside the upright.
I saw it go in.
So big turnover there by West Clermont, shifting the momentum back to Winton Woods. But originally set up by the fact that we talked a little bit earlier, the key was stopping the Winton Woods run. The West Clermont run,
Yep.
forcing them into a third down run,
And they figured out West Clermont's running game.
Yep. That was just poor execution. I'm not sure the Winton Woods defense did anything to cause
Winton
that
was ready
fumble,
and
but they took
alerted.
advantage. They were alert, but if you look at it, he just dropped it. That was just a mistake. But a very alert play by 11. Watch him reach out with the ball. A little bit risky, but he looked like he was already over the line when he did it.
And who's number 11 again?
Number 11 for Winton Woods is Andrew Booker. 6'3", 235 defensive lineman.
And Anthony Booker's brother is Anthony Booker, who now plays for Maryland.
Okay. So short kick, 32-yard line.
And I was saying, Anthony Booker's brother plays.
Good field position here for Winton Woods up at the 33-yard line. So are you saying there was a prior Booker that used to play?
Anthony Booker used to play here at
Okay.
Winton Woods, and he now plays for Maryland College.
The University of Maryland?
Yep.
Is he a football player?
He plays, yes, sir.
Okay. Well,
He
that
made
was a
great play for Winton Woods back in his senior year.
he made a nice play on that one. He was very alert. He was on the ball and he reached it over the end line. So 1st and 10 here, 30-yard line for West Clermont, and stuffed. So they are tightening up on the defense. First key of the game that Ben was talking about a little bit earlier is the fact that they are stopping the run, which is going to force West Clermont at some point to have to try to do something different, maybe put the ball up in the air again.
Because it looks like Winton Woods has been catching out in the running game, so it looks like West Clermont has to keep passing.
Right.
But it hasn't worked out from this first two games of the year.
Okay, behind center here.
And that's a good thing to do in practice for West Clermont. They were learning a passing game.
Oh, broke a tackle there. Actually, they just missed the tackle because they had it contained and he just broke it.
And it's surprising he hands it on the football.
Let's watch the replay here and see the missed tackle right there. He didn't wrap him up. And he put him up in the air. And to me though, he didn't wrap him up.
And West Clermont running back, that looked like he did good held onto the ball that time.
So we got a player from Winton Woods coming off the field, number 44. J-Ron Gibson looked like he was banged up a little bit. So 1st and 10 here for West Clermont, and a strong run up the middle. That's about an 8-yard run. Puts into a 2nd and short. If they're able to get 7 or 8 yards on first down, it opens everything up for West Clermont.
And you're just 44 yards away from getting the score tied up again.
This game will be won along the line of scrimmage, I think, then. So 2nd and 2 yards here for Winton Woods. And he looks like he got the first down. He got about 3 yards. So first down for West Clermont, moving the ball down the field again here at the 45-yard line. He cut it inside. Not a lot of room to run there, but Winton Woods is not taking him down. 1st and 10 here at the 45-yard line for West Clermont. 45-yard line of Winton Woods in a 14-7 match.
And a fumble.
Dropped it, lost ball, and a 5-yard loss. Again, a little bit of trouble of handoff between the quarterback and the running back.
West Clermont had a hard time hold on to the football, it looks like.
Well, if you look at the handoff, he really never – I'd probably put that on 13.
And that's a loss of 5 yards.
2nd and 15 from the 50-yard line. So this puts West Clermont in a much tougher situation on 2nd and 15 versus 2nd and 2. Same counter run and up the middle and about 6-7 yards. Puts them in 3rd and 8.
A lot of counters.
They've run that play a lot with success. It seemed at the beginning of the drive that they were stopping it. 85's out there on block. They're getting their guys down the field. So the guys up front are doing a pretty good job blocking, considering that's their main dimension.
Another pass.
Looks like he's going to try and throw, and try to throw it down the field and just hung it up there. Did he catch it? Oh my goodness!
With Clermont and taking catch.
That was something. There was two Winwoods defenders down there, and neither one got the ball. And West Clermont decided if it's up there, I might as well grab it.
What did not expect that at all.
Well, the ball was hanging up there in the air, and they lost it. And who was that? 85.
He had the one-handed catch earlier in the game.
Was he the one that had the first one-handed catch at the beginning?
Yes, he did.
So
that's another highlight reel for today.
Well, that's probably more yardage on that play than all season long. So we got 1st and goal here at the 2-yard line with the run and in.
He's in.
Looks like he's in for the touchdown, and they are an extra point away from tying this game up. We got a heck of a game here this evening, Ben.
We do. What did not expect it at all.
So the one thing we said they didn't have has been a big key for them. Three passes, 2 for first downs, and that one pretty much set up the touchdown. Point after attempt here to tie the game up with 4 minutes and 42 seconds before halftime. Looks like Winton Woods was one guy down on the extra point. They only had 10 on the field. Snapped and blocked. Can they run it back? No. Not in high school.
And Winton Woods keeps the lead.
What's interesting is West Clermont just didn't snap the ball. So a big block there. He came flying through number 5. Number 5, Khalid Tubbs, made a huge play, which maintains a 1-point advantage.
And Winton Woods keeps their lead.
Let's remember that play earlier. That could be a big key later in the game.
It can, and Winton Woods, if they score another touchdown and make an extra point, they'll have an 8-point lead going to halftime.
So, do you think they're going to squib kick it again here and keep Winton Woods from the long kickoff return, or do you think he's going to try to kick it deep?
I think they might keep it on the squib because it's been working out for so far.
So are you saying a squib kick, or are you saying a long kick?
Squib.
Squib. Yeah, I think I'm going for a squib kick too. If they're doing it on the first kick, they're going to do it on this one.
And during the first 2 games of the season, West Clermont passed it 2 times. They only gained 35 yards total.
Here's the disadvantage, though, of doing the squib kick. You're going to give Winwoods good field position, and they've got 4 minutes left in the half. If you kick it deep, it might be a little bit harder.
My idea, they should keep the ball on the ground.
I think.
And clock and score a touchdown and go to halftime.
I think they're squibbing it. That's what they did. Pretty effective squib. Oh, he broke the first tackle and got it out to the 34-yard line. But still pretty good field position for Winton Woods. So they're giving up maybe 10, 15 yards by not kicking it deep. They obviously don't have a kicker who can kick it to the end zone. Because the rule in high school is if you kick it in the end zone, it's touchback.
Yep. Even
you
if you catch it,
you can't run out of the end zone, right. Which means that West Clermont doesn't have somebody who can kick it that far. But we talked a little bit earlier about the return yardage. I think you have the statistics on who has the return yards for Winton Woods.
Yeah.
Averaging almost 60 yards a return.
Yep, he had 354 yards this whole year.
Yeah, and only 6 returns. So that's why they're squib kicking it. Find center. Let's see if he can. About 3-4 yard gain puts him in 2nd and 7. And who was running that ball?
Tyreek Spikes.
Okay. So where does Tariq sit in the league in terms of rushing? Isn't he in the top 4 or 5?
Not that I see he's not in the top 10.
He's the top 4 in scoring. Looking for his rushing statistics. Nice run. He might be gone. Oh, nice, beautiful run. Once again, Tariq Spikes got the corner. And beautiful run back. That puts them down at the 24-yard line. Let's watch the replay on that. Watch him get to the edge and just blow right by the West Clermont defenders. Right here. Right to the corner. And he decided he didn't want to run out of bounds. He got an extra 5-6 yards, but do we have a penalty?
There's some laundry, and it's coming back.
Got a little laundry out there. What was the call? Who was the hold on?
It was a holding.
I assume it was a hold. Yeah, let's watch and see if we think this was a hold. That's a huge call.
And
where's the hold?
Right there.
Yeah. Yeah, he didn't disengage there. If he had disengaged, he probably doesn't get the call.
When Clermont catches the break.
Yeah, we're 2nd and 13. And that's going to put him in 3rd and 8 in a passing situation, if you're asking me.
And we're approaching the last 3 minutes and 30 seconds in the game. I mean, second half, first half.
First half. So if they don't get a first down here, we flip the switch and we give Winton Woods or West Clermont a chance to take the lead going into halftime, because there's still 3:18 to go.
It's still a third and long for the Winton.
I think they're going to run a little clock here. They're definitely set up for a passing situation. Definitely spreading them out. Look to me, he's got 14 open if he decides he wants to throw it. Not a good throw. He might have been able to run it for the first down there. He looked to me like he had 14 open, and he threw it to the wrong guy, but let's watch.
And they're because on their punting team.
Let's see. Looked to me like he had 14 open. Right there. See him?
Yes, sir.
I think he went to the wrong receiver. It also looked to me like if he had just picked it up and ran, he might have been able to run for a first down as well. So once again, Winton Woods is slow getting their 11th guy on the field. That's the 2nd time in a row on special teams that forcing Winton Woods to have to take a timeout and lose 5 yards. A lot of confusion there on the special team. On the extra point that they blocked and on the punt, they only had 10 guys on the field.
And that PAT block keeps with the lead.
I'm kind of wondering why West Clermont just didn't snap the ball there. They actually let Winton Woods put 11th guy in the field, and they blocked it.
Hopefully this time Coach Parker can get his 11th guy in the field.
Well, this is a big punt here. Because if they get a good net yardage here, West Clermont, they're in business to try to score again before the half is over, which could be huge momentum going into the second half. I would think going into this game, Winton Woods was probably a decent favorite to win today.
But West Clermont put him a great fight.
Yep. On the line of scrimmage, they've been able to run the ball.
And his actual punter on the field.
They're going to try to block the kick. Offside. It's not going to give them anything besides another punt.
4th and 5 will put them at the 39-yard line.
Yeah, they're still going to be punting the ball, though. They're on their side of the field with another 3 minutes to go in the first half.
So I would never see a fake. I would think we'll see a fake run punt on this snap right here.
So you try to get them to jump again if you're Winton Woods. Get them to jump one more time, you got a first down. Let's see. Trying to draw them off there. Didn't do it.
And he's
See if he gets a good bounce. He got a good bounce. Favorable bounce. Down to the 18-yard line. Nice job there. Got a favorable bounce. Puts the ball on the 18-yard line. And that is a big kick there because that puts going to make it much tougher for West Clermont with a primarily running team. Well, I'm saying the running team, they did get a 50-yard completion.
And this is the same type of field position they had when they fumbled and when Bam Booker took it to the house.
Yeah.
We might see this again.
Well,
and would hope so.
Can't depend on a mixed execution, though. So, with 2:47 to go here in the first half, it's 14-13 Winton Woods over West Clermont. Same West counter play that's been working all half. So I think they need to make some first halftime adjustments on that counter play.
And Woods has to figure out that counter running play if they want to keep this game in their possession.
It's the same thing over and over again.
And they're lucky at 2nd down and 2, though.
He stuffed them on that one. I don't know if he made that. I think he's a little short. Unless he got a really favorable spot, he should be short. Boy, that's a favorable spot. I'm not sure how he got 2 yards on that run.
Due to COVID rules.
Watch that play. I think he got a favorable spot.
Due to COVID rules, every halftime in the ECC is 10-minute halftime.
What's interesting, though, is he changed the spot after they had already spotted it. So, stuffed on that one. Normally, they spot the ball and it stays there. He had the ball spotted and then he moved it. So I'm not sure why I did that, but anyway. It's 1:42 to go here in the half. Clock is running, and Clermont is letting the clock run. Yeah.
Due to COVID rules, every halftime is 10 minutes.
Somewhat conservative, though. They're letting the clock run, and they still got 1.5 minutes to get some points here. But it looks like they are perfectly content to go into halftime down a point. Oh, he's in trouble here. He's going to try to throw it. Oh, very dangerous. He easily could have he almost could have returned that for a touchdown, the way he threw that ball. So that's a strange call in a way. Now that they've run the ball, now they might be in a position. Does Winton Woods have any timeouts left? They do. So
Bam Booker missed a great sector there.
So they got one chance here. If they can stop them here, take a timeout, and maybe they get the ball back. They still got 1 minute to go. So they got one left here. So interesting call by West Clermont. If they're going to run the clock out, I'm not sure why they didn't run it out. There you go. Now they can use the timeout. I would imagine they're going to call it, and they did.
West Clermont's out of timeout.
No. Winton Woods calling the timeout because it's 4th down. So by throwing that ball, West Clermont, in essence, didn't run out the clock. So
they're punting it. Punt team is there. The punt team is there. They're punting it. They're punting it.
So it's 4th and 7. There's no way they're going to go for this. 4th and 7 on this side, that would be insanity.
Yep. So Winton Woods will get the ball back, it looks like, with 1 minute to go in half.
But it was an interesting call on second down by deciding to throw the ball. They basically let Winton Woods call their last timeout, get the ball back, and get a chance to score before half.
Switch it! I got trips this way!
I don't think they're running any trick plays here, Ben. Not in this situation. They're punting the ball. It would be really rolling the dice to go for something. And they almost punted it. Ball bounces back. 35 seconds to go. So if Winton Woods wants to open up the offense a little bit, they have a chance to score here before first half is over.
And they got 60 seconds to do that.
And who gets the ball at the beginning of the half? I think it is West Clermont. So it's the advantage of Winton Woods to try to put some points on the board here. If I was Winton Woods, I'd try to open up a little bit and see if you can throw the ball down the field.
West Clermont caught a break in the last possession of a great run by Tyreek Spikes, but a flag came into play for a holding penalty.
Yeah, that hurt him on the drive. But Winton Woods gets another chance here before halftime to put some more points on the board.
They're passing the ball.
That's exactly what you want. 7 yards, you have a timeout. Ball's out of bounds, and they didn't get a first down, but it doesn't matter because he got out of bounds. Juggled it a little bit, but he caught it.
He bubbled it.
Puts him in second and something. It's not 10. They don't have it marked right. I didn't set his feet there.
West Clermont has good pass rush right now, and late in the second quarter.
If I was them, I'd be trying to throw a slant pass across the middle. If you get a first down, you can still stop the clock and take advantage of your speed to get by West Clermont.
They're down in 3 for Winton Woods Warriors.
Maybe even take a throw, make a long throw down the field, or throw to the middle of the field, maybe the 45, 40-yard line. That's what he did. First down. Clock will stop on the first down.
Well, that's not going to stop the clock.
Yes, it will. Until they move the chains, they stop the clock, so that works. Wouldn't work in the pros, but it works in high school. You just got to be able to snap it quickly after they hike the ball. Pretty good job of getting set. Nice job there by the quarterback. He's got some spot room, but they got him for a hold again. That's going to be a killer. That hold is a massive call. That derails chance of getting some points there. Looked like it was away from the play, but let's watch the replay. Unfortunately, it looked like Winton Woods was down the field anyway. Looks like that hold really didn't affect the play. You see what I'm saying? It was nowhere near where the play happened. Might have been a hold, but I don't know. A little bit iffy of a call, in my opinion.
And Clermont catches another break off the run once again.
Yeah, he was. Watch here.
Number 70 again.
Let's see where the hold is. Yeah, that was. That's pretty weak, in my opinion. Didn't seem to be much of a hold there.
Number 70 has caught 2 plays for Winton Woods.
Looks like he's going to try to run here, but he's not going to make it. That should be it for the half. So I think they'll probably just let the clock run at this point. There's not enough time left to really do very much.
The number 70 for Winton Woods takes 2 plays away from the Warriors.
He's going to try to throw it down, maybe do one throw. They got 7 seconds to go, so I think they're going to try a long throw down the field here and see what happens. Yep.
3rd and 22 with a spike. It's going to be a Hail Mary by Winton Woods.
Hail Mary, but he's going to have to throw it about 70 yards. Unless he can throw to the middle of the field, a quick slant across the middle and see if he can outrun the defenders.
Maybe
that might be one idea.
Yeah, going Hail Mary.
That's what he's doing. Seeing if he can get some open yards, but nope. Yeah, nice attempt. Well, that was almost a late hit there. If they'd have called a late hit, that would have given them another play. Anyway, very competitive first half here, Ben. 14-13 at the beginning of the half. At the beginning of the second half, we will give our first half analysis, and we'll talk about the 3 things that Winwoods needs to do to win the game. We will talk about the 3 things West Clermont has to do.
Yep.
So come back, get your popcorn, come back, and we'll let you know what our thoughts are.
And due to COVID rules, every halftime in the ECC is 10 minutes.
Really? Wow. Wow, you don't even have time to go down and get a quick drink and come back.
Yeah.
10 minutes, we're gonna stay in our spot. So we'll take a break here. We'll be back with you in a few minutes.
If I play sports for my school, I will have more confidence. I will get better grades.
I will learn how to show good sportsmanship.
I will be more physically fit. I will learn how to handle wins and losses in sports and in life. I will have more school spirit.
I'll learn how to work together. I will learn to set goals and work to reach them.
I'll make good decisions off the field. If I play sports for my school, if I play sports for my school,
If I play sports for my school,
I will learn how to be a leader.
Okay, I'm going to try to talk here over the cranking music here at West Clermont, playing a little Bon Jovi. So I can hear it, but you guys probably can't hear it, or maybe you can. I came from New Jersey, so maybe Bon Jovi is good. They may be doing it in tribute to myself. So thank you very much, West Clermont. Only about 20 minutes away from where I grew up, so I'm up for that. So anyway, looking at the first half statistics here, very even, Ben. Score 14-13. First downs for Winwood 6, 9 for West Clermont. Rushing yards 71-89 in favor of West Clermont. Passing yards actually closer than I thought. 66 for West Clermont, 61 for Winwoods. West Clermont probably got 46 yards on the one throw there. That was kind of up for grabs, but definitely caught by the one receiver. I think had 2 big catches in the first half. He had the one with one hand and the other one on the long pass. Let's talk a little bit about key plays in the first half. Biggest key play for Winwoods in the first half, I believe, were 2. One positive was the fumble that on the misexecution on West Clermont
By Andrew Van Booker.
Yep. And number 2, the one negative key play of the first half was what play?
The passing play to the 2-yard line.
Yeah, well, that's true. That was a negative one. The other play that was negative that cost Winwood's points was the hold on the big run. And they had to bring the ball back.
Yep.
Yeah, you got 2.
And speaking of Andrew Van Booker,
Let's talk a little bit about West Clermont. What were the big plays of the first half for West Clermont?
the one that the big pass took it to the 2-yard line.
Yep.
And
what were they able to do most of the first half?
the counter run.
Counter runs were what was hurting them.
Yep.
Yep. And from Winwoods, what plays were effective for them?
Mostly like inside runs, find
Yep.
wide open spots for
Yep.
Tyreek Spikes to get into a good spot of running to the end zone.
And how about the first drive? What happened on the first drive?
A touchdown ran in by Michael Wingfield.
But think about what happened during most of that drive. What was Wingfield able to do? Pass. Well, actually, if you think about the first drive, a lot of his yards were off of runs. Design runs where he went out of the edge, and then one time he didn't hand off to the receiver. He ran with it, so he made a couple good decisions. Decided to run the ball. So if I'm looking at the second half, I would be looking more at that again if I'm Winwoods. I would be thinking of ways to take advantage of his ability to run, where he's got options. I'd also think of opening it up a little bit in the passing game, because I'm not sure those little short passes before first half, I'm not sure they wouldn't work. If you're West Clermont, what do you think you'd be trying to do in the second half? More of the same, mix up the passes a little bit like you did in the first half? Try to blend it or stick to what's best for you?
I think it's just stick to what's best. Like, keep on counter run, fake out what's the line, and they find like a good play like you saw at the 2-yard line,
Right.
like very long passing play.
Yeah.
They can probably get a good momentum shift to their way.
Yeah. So if you're Winwoods here in this second half, you're up a point. This is a huge drive for West Clermont here, and a huge potential stop for Winwoods.
And if West Clermont keep the positive yardage going their way and topping Winton Woods, they have a good shot of making Winton Woods lose their first game of the year.
Yep. They're right in it. Statistically, they're right with it. This is really an even match game. Actually, if you take away the turnover for a touchdown, West Clermont would be winning. A nice kick. Got it down to about the 10.
And he muffed it.
Juggled it, and let's see. Good job by special team. They don't overrun their coverage. Well covered, well covered.
Speaking of Andrew Van Booker, like while talking about Tank Anthony Booker Jr., he went to Maryland, and now looking at Bam, Andrew Booker is going to also team up with him at Maryland University.
Looks like they got a little pipeline from Winwoods to Maryland.
Yeah.
Yep. I wonder where the connection is. Maryland is actually a team that struggled for years in the Big Ten, came from the ACC, and they've gotten a little bit better in the last couple of years, but for the most part in the Big Ten, I think the Big Ten was more interested in Maryland's money than their football.
And also Rutgers.
Same thing.
Rutgers.
Talking about Bon Jovi, Rutgers.
Bon Jovi.
But right in the same backyard. So, yep, they were more interested in Rutgers' money than their football team.
But Rutgers, man, when they play Big Ten football, college football, they're not that good.
No.
Ohio State owns that conference.
Yep. Yeah, the last several years, that's been the case. Well, they've owned Michigan. Michigan State's played fairly well against them. They beat them the one year. Wisconsin tends to play well. Purdue, for whatever reason, plays well against Ohio State.
And Harbaugh can't find the way to get close to Ohio State.
Yep. So, anyway, back to high school football. Actually, getting back to high school football, Ben and I were talking a little bit earlier in the game. First down there for West Clermont. But fans watching the game, what team does this team remind you of? West Clermont in terms of their uniform?
Michigan University.
Yep, and their name.
Wolves.
So why do you think they chose a Michigan color and a Michigan name in the state of Ohio?
Yeah,
to be a little bit different, huh?
And there's a song, "We Are Ohio, We Hate Michigan," but West Clermont doesn't think so.
Yep.
They love Michigan.
Yep. I kind of like their uniforms. I'm kind of a little bit. Well, we won't talk about who I support or don't support on there.
Yeah.
On that, but anyway, there's the same counter, but a nice open field tackle right there. They ran the counter, but the tackle, I think number 11 was the one who tackled that, which was Andrew Booker, Maryland-bound Andrew Booker.
Yep.
That might be one of the reasons why Maryland decided to recruit him.
Yep. If they want more Maryland University a football Big Ten, they need some offensive key players in their team.
Is Andrew Booker, is his brother a defensive lineman as well?
Yes, sir.
Does he? Is that what he's playing for Maryland?
Yep. And
is he starting?
That I don't know.
Okay.
Anthony Booker, late in the season of his senior year,
okay,
he played with a broken arm, and he still played pretty well.
2nd and 9. Tried to get to the edge, did not. Puts them in 3rd and 7. Big play here for West Clermont. So we'll be interested to see. First half, when they got into 3rd and long, twice they were successful in a rollout pass to number 85 once. 45 again. So if I'm Winwoods, I am looking for that same play.
I think they
I don't think they're going to be running it out of this situation, not in 3rd and 8.
He might go on a good counter.
He's going to roll and see if he can find the same play. I pitch to the edge. He's going to get it. Oh, beautiful tackle. Shut it down.
Anthony Booker makes a play again.
Yep. Was that Anthony Booker once more?
Yes, sir.
That was a nice play. He just ran him down. That's a heck of a play.
It looks like West Clermont always taking the clock down to the last 5 seconds of every snap.
Well, you can see why Booker is looking to go to Maryland. I actually have a buddy listening to the game. You know where he lived? Where Rutgers is located.
New Jersey.
Rutgers, that's where I grew up. but he was basically in the same town for Rutgers. So you were kind of probably getting him a little upset when you were talking about Rutgers. I'm just kidding.
I'm Ohio State diehard.
Almost a block. A good chance for a return here. Get some yardage and a nice tackle there to the 37-yard line.
And I'm Ohio State diehard, so I really hate Michigan.
Well, I grew up 10 minutes from Rutgers myself. He literally lived 5 minutes from Rutgers. So you hit him right between the... Anyway, we'll get back to football here. All right. Ball is going to Winton Woods. Winton Woods did what they needed to do. They needed to stop West Clermont on the first drive, get the ball back. And let's see if they can take advantage here and give themselves a little bit of a gap.
Mike Hill looking on the shotgun.
Looks like maybe open it up a little bit, maybe do a little bit more passing this half.
Looks like another jet.
Nope, out to the edge. Oh, you see him squirt through there. That was a nice job.
And no laundry this time on the field.
No laundry, nope.
So number 70 has caught himself, and he got away with the call this time.
You think there was a hold on that one?
I think he said he just found out.
He got out there pretty good. Big guy. He did a nice job. Nice job occupying space. Oh, they sealed it up that time, though.
Well, I thought if he didn't fly, I thought that was the football. That glove.
Somebody lost a shoe? Well, what did they lose?
I think it was the glove.
Was
To me, I thought that was a football from that angle.
3rd and 4.
2nd and 4.
No, it's 3rd and 4.
Oh.
I look for him to try to maybe run off of this, the quarterback. Nope. Passed it. He's a little bit short, I think.
I think it's go for it scenario.
4th and 1. Decision time for Winton Woods here.
They got to go for it, or maybe a fake punt.
4th and 1, maybe 4th and 2. Decision time. I tell you, they just power run it here.
And Andrew Booker comes onto the pitch.
Shift in personnel here. Let's see what they're trying to do. Are they running out of time, though? How much time do they have before the clock runs out?
They got 8 seconds.
A little bit slow in getting it set up, and now he's off the field. A little bit poor in the execution there. Let's see if he makes it. He's not going to. Nope. Oh, penalty. No, I saw a flag, but I was looking at somebody throwing up a ball. That was a little bit of confusion. That play clock, they were rushing it. They didn't execute that very well at all.
And with Clermont football, in great field position to kick the lead.
That is a big possession there. He grabbed his shirt, so that's clean. No horse collar there because he had the shirt.
Last year's meeting against Clermont Winton Wood, they was like a 50-point blowout for Winton Wood last year against Clermont.
Big turn of events here for West Clermont. Somebody keeps throwing up a thing in front of us, and I'm thinking it's a flag. Do you see that?
I think it's like the playbook because they're mad.
She's throwing up see that little thing? It's yellow. I keep thinking that's a flag. That's twice. What is she throwing, by the way?
Probably a football. What the hell is that back being on the field?
All right, so we are 2nd and 9. Big possession here for Winton Woods. They need to create a stop. Otherwise, they're down a score. Tried the counter, faked it. He's going to try to throw it off of there. He's open. He was not open.
3rd down.
I think Coach is a little upset that if he'd have turned his head, he might have got a pick off of that one. Well, actually, he did throw it to anybody. He was just, I don't know if he wasn't just throwing that away.
Throw out a sack. We might see another counter run by West Clermont.
Well, here's an important 3rd down here because if they get a short gain here,
and
they get a short gain, they're probably going to kick the ball. If they get 5 or 6 yards, they're going to go for it. So it's important here they hold them to no gain or a very short gain.
And they're
trying to throw it. I don't think it's going to work. There's Booker.
Bam Booker has a great pass rush up his sleeve.
Well, if you look at that play, he was the one that shut down that play and made the quarterback get rid of it. Watch this. Makes a good read, and he is right in the quarterback's face. The Terrapin fans are probably getting ready to have him play right now. Well, they're probably looking forward to him. So they have a bookend of Bookers.
And they have great pass rush.
Yep. Are they going to go for a block here? They got guys coming. The 10-yard line. Let's see if he can get to the edge. Missed him. He gets a nice block here. Beautiful. Didn't. You know what was, I'll tell you what was a really smart play there. He shielded the defender, but he didn't push him in the back. If you watch the replay, he had a chance there where he could have got an illegal block. Watch this. See that? See how he didn't block him?
Yes.
That was a smart play.
And
heads up.
In the differential in the game is that block PAT by Winton Woods. The differential in this football game tonight.
So far. But
there's an injured player on the field. If you can't
was
hear,
there a flag on that play?
I think they said a late hit.
Wow.
There's an injured player on the 10-yard line for West Clermont. It's a late flag.
I never saw the flag when the play was happening.
I didn't see the flag either. They might need to.
One of the concerns there in calling the flag is to call it that late. You got to call it earlier.
They might need a gurney. I hope not, though. There's an ambulance right there, right by it. And the door's open.
Do we have a replay of that play again to see where he may have got hurt?
Let's see it. There it is.
Boy, I don't know if that's a penalty. It looks like a good block.
That might be enforcement conduct.
Oh, we call the helmet to helmet.
That's a good call.
If it's a good call, the only question is when did he call it? I guess maybe he discussed it, but I don't know.
In college, that's targeting and goes further review for appropriate ejection in college football.
Let's watch it one more time. Oh, he did hit him in the helmet.
In college football, that's called a targeting and goes into further review for major for.
I don't think that's the way in high school, is it?
Yeah, there's no review, so you can't overturn it for an ejection.
Right.
They might need the gurney though.
Let's see.
Oh.
It was a helmet hit.
This is not good. He's up. Good sign for West Clermont.
I would think he's probably done, though. Right. So that puts them in a very tough position. That drops them back to the 4-yard line rather than having the ball up at the 33, 34-yard line. So that's, in essence, a 30-yard penalty. So we'll see if Winton Woods can overcome this adversity here at the 4-yard line. Might not be a bad time to do a throw. You got about a yard or two. Pretty tight down there, down that part of the field.
And what came up, put them deep outside the 1-yard line, they could be a 15-14 ball game.
So let's see what we got here on 2nd and 8 yards.
Just need one sack to get a safety.
Behind center. Plays being called by quarterback for Winton Woods.
Michael Winfield.
That's a good run right there. Got about 6-7 yards. Got him out of the end zone a little bit. They're now in maybe a third, 3 or 4 yards.
3rd and 4.
I don't think that's going to make it. Let's see if he got Surge. He's a little bit short, I think.
I think they got a punt from here.
Well, they definitely have to punt it for short.
Because you see what happened on the last possession. They had to miss a 4th down conversion for a 1st down. But they were lucky they caught a break because Clermont didn't score any points on that possession. Great field position.
They got a measurement here or 4th down? Oh. Okay. One of the things to keep in mind is the effect of COVID in a football game is that there is no measurement because of COVID. So therefore they weren't able to measure it. They had to depend on the ref spotting it correctly. Rather than field it, let it bounce a little bit, and it bounced favorably. Puts it out to about the 46-yard line.
And this is the same amount.
All things considered, that's not too bad.
And this is the same amount of field position that West Clermont had in their last possession, or capitalized with no touchdown or a field goal to get West Clermont a 2-point lead.
Well, so far here in the half, West Clermont's definitely had favorable field position.
And they still have not capitalized on those great field position and scoring opportunities.
So with 3.5 minutes to go, this drive becomes even more important as we start to push to the end of the 3rd quarter. .45. 2-yard gain there, just a little bit in the middle there. That was for...
And it looks like Winton was catching onto the running game. We haven't seen any counter running plays from West Clermont this half.
That was Austin Foltz there for a 4 or 5 yard gain.
There's been no sign of counter rush.
Yep. Okay. 2nd and 6 here for West Clermont. Let's see what West Clermont's got up their sleeve this time. Quarterback fell down, another 2-yard gain, so about 3rd and 4. Same strategy. So you think they might run a counter here on 3rd?
They might have to, because in the early first half, basic quarter of the first half,
yeah,
those counters have been taking Winton out of the defensive game.
So definitely 4-down territory here for West Clermont on this side of the field. So they figure, I think part of the reason they're doing the short runs, they figure they got 4 plays to get a 1st down, not just 3.
And they do not get the 1st down.
But it's 4th and 3, so I think West Clermont's figuring they got an extra play here.
Unless they have a good kicker like Justin Tucker, they can put a field goal up the sleeve.
So there's 2 things I look for here. Either look for the counter, I also look for a chance they might try to roll it out and try to throw the ball.
I think it's 4th and 2. You got to see a good run by their halfback or fullback.
But so far they've only averaged about a yard or 2, so it's right on the edge if they try to run the ball.
And this will put them inside the 30.
They're going to stuff it, so it might be a good position to throw a pass perhaps. Let's see what the play call is here.
There's only one receiver in their formation.
Just straight ahead, and I don't think he made it depending on the spot.
I don't think he had it.
Boy, I don't know.
They caught a 1st down?
That's about right. That's about right where it was, I think.
That's not
Again, COVID rules, so they can't decide. They got to either say it's a 1st down or not. They're going to do a measurement now?
They're going to do a measurement, which is against the rules in OSHA.
Wow, this is interesting. They're asking for a measurement, and by COVID rules, they're not allowed to call a measurement. So they're going to have to make a decision here.
So yeah, it's not
Now
gonna.
they're going to bring them out.
They just broke an OSHA rule.
Governor DeWine might show up here and find them on the spot.
Coach Winton coming. We alert. We have a guest player here.
Let's see.
Dude, this is stupid. He didn't get it.
Oh, boy.
They gave it to him. They gave it to him.
You don't put it on that back game. You don't put it on that line. You put it on the other line.
Wow.
That's a bad job by the chain guy. Down on our sideline.
And Coach Rowe on the side of Winton Wood is not having one piece of this.
We couldn't tell from where we are where the chain actually went down. I don't know if there's a way to magnify that on the replay.
But OSHA.
There was a discussion on where the back end of it was put.
But Winton Wood, I mean,
It was a close call either way. But
they're not supposed to bring the chains out.
that's all right. We're back to playing. See if they cut out to the edge. Big time play. You can tell Winton Woods is fired up. Interesting thing is that play seemed like it energized the Winton Woods defense. A loss of 1. We're a minute to go here in the third quarter, so this is a big drive right here. 2nd and 11. Let's see what West Clermont has up their sleeve now, Ben.
I think during we have not seen a one counter run by West Clermont.
You can fear the crowd is rocking here on the Winton Woods side.
The stadium is shaking.
It got the fans energized as well.
Even with the chain, dude, they're not gonna. The OSHA head person's not gonna be happy. They broke one of the COVID officiation rules.
There might be. That is interesting if it was the COVID rule.
Dude, they messed up.
Maybe they sprayed the flags with, they sanitized them before they took them out.
Yeah, that's gonna work. You don't have to. When they call for you, they need it.
Yep.
They don't have to wait like 5 minutes to spray down the whole target.
Anyway, big stop here coming up for Winton Woods. Big drive here for West Clermont. West Clermont still trailing by a point. So this is a crucial drive coming up. Field possession again has hurt Winton Woods this half.
And they're doing 3 now.
2nd and 11. They got 40 seconds to go here in the half.
Stadium is still getting shaken.
2nd and 11. Let's see what they got up their sleeve. Fake counter. Going to try to make the throw. And open. Oh, missed them. Wide open. That was a missed throw on the part of the quarterback.
I think he just missed because number 7 was coming up to smack him up.
Nah, he had him open. He just missed him. Just a poorly thrown ball. He was wide open.
Now it's number 45 once again.
Yep.
You're going to make another great passing play and put him inside the 25-yard line.
Well, we got to talk about this as coming into this game, he'd only thrown 2 completions all year, so
and
obviously throwing is not his strong suit.
Yep.
And on that end, he just missed a wide open guy.
If they get one counter,
we might look at that as a huge play.
If they get one,
they counter, they're coming. 11 Booker, and we might have a pick here, knocked down. Again, a huge play by Booker. Booker has been massive in this second half. Ever since he's going to Maryland, he's even played stronger. He's been all over the field.
And if so that's the first 3 possessions of West Clermont end up in good field position inside the 50-yard line, and they have not scored 1 point in the single half.
So what do you think? Punting 4th and 11? If I'm West Clermont, I play the possession. I play the field position.
But you know they're inside the 37. They started inside the 50-yard line, so they should have scored this possession.
Well, I don't know if they got to give Winton Woods credit. Winton Woods cranked up the defense.
Yes, sir.
Even after that, if he chain gang call, I think that fired up Winton Woods after that call. Seemed like their intensity picked up.
And the fans got more into it in the game.
Yep. So, decision time here. Is that another timeout used by Winton Woods? I mean, by West Clermont?
Yep. They're down
So
to,
we might look back at that later. They've burned 2 timeouts on this drive.
they burned their timeout way too early. They used all 3 timeouts before 5 minutes into the second quarter.
I'm not sure why. Maybe on the last one, get it? I'm not sure why you'd call back-to-back timeouts here.
There's no clock shifting because they had incomplete passes in the last 2 possessions, last 2 plays. So, there's no clock melting on the game clock. So, there should be no timeout called.
Well, we might want to remember those timeouts later. They could come back to haunt West Clermont.
And West Clermont's defense is looking better, stopping the Winton running game.
And they're still going for it, I think, unless they're going to fake it out of a punt. I know they're on their 37-yard line, so.
I don't see a punt. I think they're going for it.
Interesting call from a team that doesn't really pass the ball that strong to go for this.
It's a pass. It's a counter.
No, he's going to try to throw the ball.
Oh, man.
Oh, he had him open, too. Got lucky. Got a little lucky on that one because he was wide open again, and the quarterback missed him again.
If he had his hand down at the right spot, that could have been a touchdown.
Well, that was almost a catchable ball.
He could have gotten the end.
If we watch the replay again on that, I'm not sure if that wasn't catchable. Interesting play calls by West Clermont, though. I'm surprised they didn't punt and play field position.
And that is
Here it is. If you look at this throw, the guy stopped running. I actually don't think that was a bad throw.
He hit his palm.
Yeah, but if he'd have kept running through the pass, I don't think the throw was that bad. Anyway, a big stop there by Winton Woods. They didn't let that one questionable 4th down hurt them. They actually bounced it. A little fight going, a little hustle going down the bottom of the screen there between 66 and 73.
And
looks like he took him down.
And that's
watch this if they show it. I mean, I can show that side. I don't know if they can show the other side of the field.
That is West Clermont.
Okay.
And that is West Clermont's 4th possession with great field position and did not capitalize on scoring either way.
Oh, nice
And he
break.
stays up. He stays up.
Solid run. We might remember that run. He got an extra 10 yards on that. There was nothing there. And we're at the end of the quarter here. There's no reason to rush it here. They might as well just let the clock run out. And
There they are. They're running the clock.
yeah, they just let it go. End of the quarter.
The last 12 minutes are coming up at West Clermont Stadium.
So that was a huge play by number 22. Tyrese Spikes. Yeah, he got 11. He basically got 11 yards off of a play that was probably worth 1 or 2. I don't know if we can show that run again. Watch, it was basically a 1 yard. After 1 yard, that was perseverance on his end. He got an extra 10, 11 yards. He broke about 4 or 5 tackles.
He broke about three and a half.
That's a huge play. We might look back at that play as one of the big plays in the game.
To me, the biggest play of the game for West Clermont is that big passing game that put up to the 2-yard line. It's my biggest play for West Clermont this year.
Oh, on the other play, yeah.
Yeah, 45-yard gain.
Yep. All right. Winton Woods is taking the ball over at almost 49-yard line, 48-yard line. So no scores in the 3rd quarter, but a lot of action.
Yeah, a lot of action, which is a good thing.
Winton Woods has got to rejuvenate the offense here. They have not been able to move the ball here in the second half. And they're all over that.
Now we'll be taken down to the lawn.
I'm not sure I would miss up a little bit of a passing game here. I'm not sure they have tested West Clermont at all, and West Clermont's playing the run.
They figured out Winton Woods' running game at halftime, it looks like.
If you look, they're filling up the box. I mean, they got 8, 9 guys right up at the line of scrimmage.
And they're still looking at their running play. It might be a passing play with all the receivers on
I
the field.
tried to go over the top.
A little screen.
Yeah, a little screen, not a bad play, but again, you got 8 or 9. Once again, you got 8 or 9 guys down there in
and one of the
position.
Coaches, and one of the coaches, A coach in the press box screamed for a face mask.
I'm not sure there was one on that one. I have to see that again. Looked like a good tackle.
Looking to me.
All right. So, was it? Okay, gotcha. Didn't see that. So it's 3rd and 8 here. Big play here for Winwoods.
And
see if they can execute a pass here.
And another pass out of the shotgun. Running.
Yeah, can he make it on his feet? Oh, very nice job. Uses his feet to get a big play. Great blocking downfield.
Inside the 30-yard line.
Two good plays and great downfield blocking by number 2 for Clermont. That was Taiji Fraser. That is a huge play there. Good work. Got an extra 7, 8, 10 yards.
Inside the 30-yard line.
So you got 2 things working in their favor right now. Number 1, they're driving. Number 2, they're running the clock. But remember one thing, even if they make the touchdown and the extra point, it's still only a 1-possession game if West Clermont gets 2 points.
They heard they got go march on the field, put them on the end zone, 2-point conversion, like you said.
Are you saying you think Winwood should go for a 2-point conversion?
No, if Clermont wants to get them tied up, they got to march on the field quickly.
Right.
Because Winton was catching their running game off counters.
Yep.
That means their quarterback's taking it back for a pass.
But one of the big things in this drive is their working clock. Still got 10 minutes to go, so there's lots of time for lots of things to happen. An exciting game here in the Eastern Cincinnati Conference tonight, 14-13. Both of these teams are evenly matched. Faked it, about 6 or 7 yards. Kind of going back to the first drive strategy a little bit. We talked about it at halftime. Let him hurt them with his feet. I'm still not sure there isn't a pass in there somewhere. West Clermont is stacking the box, and I got to think a shot over the top might be available if he wants to try it.
They should go on a quick slant to me.
Yep. Quick slant, make West Clermont make the tackle. If you look, they still have, look how many people they have up.
They have like 2 slots. They're running it.
Nice run after. All effort on quarterback. Great run.
Great run.
Wasn't a lot there, but once again, same thing, using his feet. What they did. This looks very much like that first drive.
And Mike Hill is taking that, like you said, taking that priority like he did in the first position of the first quarter and pushes it down to inside the goal.
More of the same stuff here. Quarterback option.
I think they might fake it to the running back and let's take it back. Mike Hill runs it in the end zone.
I like what they've been doing on the last couple of plays.
Quick slant.
Giving him options and let him run.
And there is
same play, exactly the same. Working. Keep working it until they stop it.
Touchdown saving tackle. Touchdown saving tackle by number 54.
Clock's running still too. We're down to about 8.5 minutes to go. If they can score a touchdown here and get an extra point, they put a lot of pressure on West Clermont.
And the extra point is key.
First of all, they got to get touchdown.
Yep. But
2nd and 7.
That shouldn't be a problem for Mike Hill. And it might be a problem now.
Good decision. He's wide open.
Touchdown!
Well done. There you go. We're waiting for the pass. I told you it was coming.
Quick vertical slant.
Been waiting for that to happen all day. A great decision by the quarterback. And touchdown by Jeremiah Anderson from Winwoods. Very nice decision. Nice rollout and left them open. And you know what? Because of the runs he had been making, the defender came off him. So we got our touchdown, and we got our huge extra point attempt here to extend this to an 8-point lead.
And this is key.
See if he gets a good snap. Good snap, up, and good.
It's good.
He's been dead solid.
3 for 3 on extra point tonight.
3 for 3, perfect kicks. I think the second one went inside the goalpost a little bit.
Yeah.
Yep.
Touchdown.
Here's the touchdown.
4 guys coming.
Watch him when he rolls out here. Defender comes up. That was set up by the effectiveness of him on the run. Good throw, good catch.
That looks like a curl.
They finally got their pass. I told them it was coming.
You did, sir.
Good decision. Got to give Winwood some credit there. When they had that first down go against them, they dug in. The defense stopped them. If you remember the very first play after that call, they made a huge play on the side, got them fired up, energized them. Seemed like that play seemed to have energized Winwoods.
And now it's the first scoring drive in the second half tonight.
Yep.
So this is a must-see touchdown scoring possession for the Wolves of this game tonight.
Well, what could be key here for Winwoods is if they can put West Clermont deep. West Clermont does not have a passing game for the most part.
Yeah.
So for them to drive is going to chew up some clock, going to put a lot of pressure on them. And remember, they only have one timeout now because they burned 2 timeouts before. Prior strategy for them has been to kick it deep. They haven't been worrying about squibbing the ball.
And if we thought hold, Wizard was going to 3-0 and 2-0 conference play.
He's got a pretty good leg the last time he put it on the 10-yard line.
And
I think they're going to do more of the same.
If we thought hold.
Yep, good kick. Oh, nice catch, actually, right off a shoestring.
He saw
we almost busted that.
And
Good run back for West Clermont. West Clermont now gets the ball at the 37-yard line. And we're going to see here what West Clermont does on this drive. They've got exactly 8 minutes to go. And be interested to see what happens. What do you think, Ben?
So if West Clermont needs to get this, if they want to tie this up, they got to score a touchdown, which is a must.
So how would you do that?
Since the Counts have been working in the first half, they should go into counters and just going from there.
Okay. So stick with what's been working with before the counters?
Yep.
So that's about a 3-yard, 4-yard gain.
But
that wasn't a counter. That was just a straight-ahead run.
They're always going to the inside run, inside the D line. But it has not been working for Wolves so far tonight.
Watch for Booker to make another play.
One turnover taken back to Ted House will end the game. One turnover ends it.
They're probably running away from him. So we have 2nd and 7 here.
It's a fairly doubtful they'll clearly get away from Bam.
And a great play by number 9. Shot the gap. Big play. Was that 9? Let's see who made that play. I think it was 9. And who is 9? Yeah, big play. Big time play by Cameron Sanders. Shot the gap.
And Cameron Sanders is a senior.
So huge play coming up here for Clermont. If they don't get more than a yard or two here, they're going to probably be forced to punt the ball with a little over 6 minutes to go.
I don't think they can punt. I mean, it's 6 minutes.
On their side of the field, I think that's probably what they'll do. They run the counter, and unfortunately, they're short.
Maybe 4 yards short.
But they might go for this.
I think they got to go for it with 6.5. Only
6 minutes to go. Decision time for West Clermont. No, they're going to punt the ball.
I don't like that call by coach.
They're bringing the punting team on.
I don't like that call from West Clermont.
Well, on this side of the field, you might want to watch, see if they try something different, but it looks to me like a punt. They're going to shift it a little bit. They're going to try to run out of this, it looks like. Yep, he's playing quarterback. Looks like they're going to snap it. Oh, over the top.
Oh!
Oh, a fumble. No.
At the
wow.
1. Winton Woods at 1st and goal.
Winton Woods can put this game away right here now. A massive special teams on that one.
This touchdown ends the game.
Yep, they can put this in.
At the 2 or 3 yard line.
Not very happy, but that ball was at least 5-10 feet over his head. Interesting strategy to punt the ball. I'm not sure it wasn't the right strategy, but it got a little bit goofy there.
One good run gives him a good cushion.
I look for the quarterback to run on this one.
It's been working so far for Michael Winfield.
What do you think? Quarterback option. I don't think he's handing it off. I think he's going to try to score.
Mike Hale's been doing it pretty well. It's a run by the fullback.
Oh, he did. Ran it in.
Touchdown.
So much for my call. That puts Clermont down by 2 touchdowns with about 5.5 minutes to go. That probably ices the game right there. We still got a while to go, but that's going to be awful tough for them to come from 2 touchdowns down.
He gave right to the fullback, too.
Yep. So let's think of probably the 2 most important plays in this game, or what?
West Clermont messed up one play on the punt.
Which gave him a touchdown.
Yep.
And that play pretty much gave him a touchdown.
Yeah.
So you take the 2 turnovers away from the game, we got an even game.
And that last turnover was key for West Clermont.
Yep.
That is good. That's a hammer.
Jeez.
And that probably puts Winton with 3-0 and 2-0 in conference.
28-13. So Winton Woods, after that huge first down that West Clermont got, stiffened up the defense, made the big play, tightened up on defense again there, and forced West Clermont to punt. When West Clermont punt, they didn't execute. So you got to give credit to the players and the coaches in the second half. They've made some adjustments.
And West Clermont got a break by the chain game, which was supposed to happen, but they did not capitalize on that possession that they've been doing the whole second half.
So this puts, if this result holds as said, this would put West Clermont at 3-0. Who else is playing tonight, Ben? Who's at 2-0? Do you have the stats for the league?
You do.
Let's talk a little bit about next week. Winton Woods.
That's Milford.
Are they at Milford next week? And what is Milford's record?
Oh, I heard Tony said, the guy in my headphone said Milford had got test positive.
Oh, they got tested positive?
Milford has canceled.
What does that mean? The game will be off next week then?
I guess, that's what it was, get the rescheduled match like they did it with Keens.
So when do they do those reschedules?
Like, why would that happen? Right when that happened in the first week, a Keens player tested positive.
Good coverage, ball at the 25-yard line. Good job again by Winton Woods on special teams. Done an excellent job covering kickoffs.
I thought I was saying when we were supposed to play Keens week 1, a player tested positive like around 650. Then they went to Edgewood. Hey, we'll pay you $500 to come to Edgewood, and they played them, and they got a rescheduled match like an hour later. And the score was 34-0 in favor of Winton Woods.
Okay. So 28-13. It's going to be tough for West Clermont to play the running game here with just a little over 5 minutes to go. If you're Winton Woods, you just want to prevent a big play. Yeah, 7 yards. I think they'll give them 6-7 yards in about 20 seconds off the clock. But West Clermont is probably going to try to speed up the plays here, but they're huddling up again.
They got to score a touchdown. This is no field goal chance. This is a touchdown, put that 2-point conversion, and a possible onside kick.
Clock management right now, you really don't have time to go into 20 seconds huddles, but it does not look like they have a play to speed it up. Part of that's not having a passing attack, more of a running game.
They might take the last time out.
Equipment issue with Winton Woods, so let's stop the clock.
So it looks like West Clermont go back to the huddle. And now they can't.
Still lost about 20 seconds, West Clermont.
Clock stopped.
Yeah, but it was running before that was called. That is a first down, but it's only about 5 or 6 more yards. So if West Clermont continues to move at this pace, the game will be over by the time they score.
And then you got to get an onside, and that's going to
yeah.
I don't think it's going to happen.
If you're West Clermont, you got to speed up out of the huddle. I mean, they're blown about.
Now the first down, so that stopped the clock.
Yeah, that stopped the clock a little bit, yeah.
Another counter.
A big stop and a slam. Nice tackle.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
Again, the inability to throw the ball is hurting West Clermont here because they're just burning up a lot of clock versus having a passing attack.
So if I'm with Clermont, they keep playing like this, I think they gotta opt out because they're not gonna have competition. They're just gonna keep on the counters.
They're losing about 15, 20, 30 seconds every play by waiting for the play calls to come in.
And it's too
So they are killing themselves.
And during the score deficit of a 15-point game, I don't
Right.
think that's gonna work by now.
I mean, Winwoods is very, very happy to play this kind of game. He's going to try to throw it,
Another
and
incomplete.
incomplete. Well, good coverage. Well covered. That is one thing that stops the clock, an incomplete pass.
But you're still at 3rd and long.
3rd and 11. Well, they are in 4-down territory now. They're not going to punt the ball if they don't make it.
Which can put another great scoring opportunity for the Warriors in the 4th quarter.
Good discipline by the Winwoods defender there to stay with the receiver. But he made a great play. Defense has really stepped up this half for Winwoods.
So it looks
If you think about it, this half they haven't had good field position the whole half, and they've pretty much taken away the Winwoods offense.
And it looks like Winton Woods might have to reschedule because Milford player test positive just today.
They just burned their last time out.
And Milford has burned their last time out with 4:04 left in the game.
But in this situation, they're down 2 touchdowns. It's 3rd and 11. It is a big play call. But they can't stop the clock. Once Winwoods gets the ball, they can run out about a minute and a half. So we got 4 minutes to go here. So keys to the game. Keys to the game.
Winton Woods.
Keys to the second. Let's talk about second half. What were the keys for Winwoods in the second half?
Capitalizing on turnovers, put them into the end zone.
Yep.
Given West Clermont good field position, they're not capitalizing by West defense. One reason they can't pass. 2, they cannot get past the D line of the running game or secondary.
So who's been the key player in the second half for Winwoods?
Andrew Booker.
Yep. Easily, I think.
Easy.
They've all played well, but he's definitely. Oh my God! He almost caught the ball. Oh, he called pass interference. Oh, wow, wow. That's. I don't know about that being pass interference.
Look at me. And
that looked. I don't know. Unless he grabbed his helmet or something, that looked pretty. That ball was up for grabs.
But
I'm sorry, that really did not look like a pass interference.
And that gives them a first down. And
it gives them an automatic first down. I don't know. That's a pretty questionable call. Let's see. Well, unfortunately, our camera really can't tell. There's no way that's pass interference unless he said he got his feet tangled.
That happens in every game.
Boy.
That is
boy, I gotta watch. Let's watch this one more time. Oh boy, I don't know. Unless he was grabbing his feet, which I didn't see, that's a questionable call.
Yeah. Hey, clock's running though.
Yeah. 3:46 to go here.
West Clermont will still timeout.
The one advantage that Winwoods has is in high school. And in college, you don't get the full yardage. But they did get the first down, and they would have been 4th and 11.
But I don't think that would help with Clermont because I don't think they'll
try to go to the edge, and they're going to shut that one down.
First one tackle. Winton player is down. Winton player is down.
Well, that's going to stop the clock, unfortunately, for Winwoods.
Head-to-head.
Was there a collision there?
Yeah, there was a head-to-head. Can we see a replay?
All right, we're going to watch a little bit, see what happened.
What happened to our sideline feed?
It was a head-to-head. Right there.
Oh, that was almost like an accidental head. Yeah, his back was turned. It was like he was turning his head.
That might be a concussion protocol once again for like what Clermont did.
Yeah, that was accidental. His back was turned. He didn't see what he did.
He's moving. That's a good sign, though.
Okay, we got 3 minutes and 17 seconds to go here. Winwoods appears to have a commanding 28-13 lead. 3rd and 5 coming up.
But it gives West Clermont to think for another play during an injury timeout.
Say that again?
So West Clermont has a good huddle for a good play on 3rd and 5 due to the injury timeout, so they can get a good play up their sleeve and try to score a touchdown.
Well, let's play this through. We got 3.5 minutes. Let's assume takes them a minute and a half, and they do score. Onside kick. I mean, there still are some possibilities here for them to still win the game.
One key part is a 2-point conversion.
The good news is he's up. Obviously, got his bell rung a little bit on that collision, which was totally accidental.
He's walking too. It's good.
Yeah.
Hey, that was a block back by the lineman that hit it.
Okay, so we got a 3rd and 5 coming up here for West Clermont. If Winwoods can stiffen the defense, make stop on the next 2 plays, this game is basically over.
Clock still runs.
Looks like they might pitch it out wide here potentially. Yep, that's exactly what they're doing.
Oh.
And it's fumbled and recovered. That's ball game. Ball game. Not a bad call, but not executed. So you can call with no timeouts left. Winwoods can pretty much just run the clock out here. That basically ends the game. He threw it a little bit high. You could see they were going to run that play, but the pitch was not very accurate. As a result, Winwoods takes over with 2:57 to go, and pretty much all they have to do is just run it 3 times, and the clock's almost done.
Within Woods, it's going to 3-0 and 2-0 in conference play.
So if you're Winwoods here, the biggest thing you're telling your running backs is hold on to the ball, because West Clermont's going to be trying to strip it.
And that's been unsuccessful so far for West Clermont's defense.
In that pile, so 2:51, it's a 37-second play clock, so he's not going to have to hike the ball until about 2:15, 2:20. He runs, so here's a situation where using those timeouts basically ends the game.
Yep.
If they had their timeouts, then maybe they could stop it. Probably wouldn't matter. But now they can pretty much just run it out and call it a victory. Again, if you're Winwoods, you just got to possess the ball and not fumble it. So we're just going to keep it, run it close to a first down. A little bit short.
And they got another 37 play clock.
But by the next time they snap, it'll be about a minute and a half. So they are basically 1 yard from just putting a knee down.
You just need a first down to save D's, like
Yeah.
you said.
We give them 1 yard, then they just have to knee it, and it's over.
Hopefully there's no positive cases.
If they don't make it here, they're not going to punt it on the next play. They're just going to try to run it either way.
They're going to run it.
But I don't have a 1 yard for the victory, and that'll wrap it up.
That's it.
He just stays up, stays on his feet. That's ball game. All they have to do is knee it twice, and it's over. So strong effort by Winwoods in the second half here.
And Keith,
they had some adversity. West Clermont was driving, got the controversial first down on the flag stick. Defense stepped up on that next play especially, held them, and that turned the momentum around. Then they got the 1 score, and then obviously the last ball over the top that ended the game. So that was the key. The key for West Clermont, if you're looking at this game going back, those 2 turnovers. Two turnovers. Basically the punt turnover and the other one's the ball game.
The punt turnover usually that's caught the game, the whole game.
I'm not even sure why they even ran a play there. Why they didn't just knee it, but.
I think they just want to get the 1 kneel. That's the 50 seconds ago. They'll just kneel.
Yeah, they ran a play. I would have just put a knee down. That'll be it, though. They're not going to run. They're just going to knee the last one. They're not going to run it again, I don't think. So good win for Winwoods. Went on the road to
West Clermont.
To West Clermont in front of a few fans. Obviously not the same crowd as under normal circumstances. Nevertheless, a big win. Not an easy win. West Clermont was very competitive, gave them a tough game, don't you think?
Yep, and due to COVID rules, only parents get tickets to football games.
And announcers. Well, announcers don't need tickets.
Yeah,
especially good announcers.
Yeah, free entry. Free entry if we're Bon Jovi.
Yeah, and Bon Jovi.
That's ball game, folks.
That's ball game. Good win here for the Winton Woods Warriors. A very good sportsmanship at the end of the game on both sides. This was a very competitive game for, I think over the years, this is going to be a good rivalry.
It's going to be a good rivalry.
You know, you've got contrast and styles on both teams, but both teams, well coached, both teams played well. And Winton Woods goes to 3-0. West Clermont drops to 1-2. And with the COVID situation with Milford, I guess there may not be a week game next week for Winton Woods.
Unless they can get a non-conference reschedule out of nowhere, like the Keene and Edgewood game I was talking about.
Okay. Sounds good. Well, thank you guys. Appreciate it. Ben, nice job. Good calling a football game with you after basketball.
Yeah.
And maybe we'll be back in the booth again sometime down the road. This is Ian Liddell signing out with Ben Quackenbush. Have a good evening.